Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Now, you guys take it know me for having a super dope NFL draft series, and time of year I usually take a break, man. But I wanted to take and do something a little different this year. We all know of players out there that should be on an NFL team, a professional team, at least as a UDFA, for the tape that comes out, the highlights that are there, their body of work. But every single year, fans like myself, their heads are left scratching because we're trying to take and figure out what happened with this player. Well, hey, this ain't me breaking down no film, man. This is me actually bringing the actual person on the show, a wide receiver out of Appalachian State. I'm going to introduce him in just a moment. His name's Christan Horn, and the dude can take a ball. He's a separation machine, has golden hands. This is a guy you could count on third down. If I think I saw online, he was like a two-time team captain as well too. So a leader amongst men. I don't like just throwing that word out there, but definitely a locker room leader and a guy you can trust both on and off the field. Guy would be a great addition to any pro team. So whether it be NFL, CFL, UFL, he is out here trying to get out the mud. So today we're going to talk about his story, but also as well take and talk about what he has going on, man, because he's a very special player. He's a very special person. And we're going to share a story with the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take and welcome Christan Horn. Christan, how you doing today, man?
Doing good. Thank you for having me.
Man, anytime, bro. So blessed to have you on the show, man. Man, dude, let's get into your story, man. So I have a great body of work, so we're gonna get into all that, man. How's your mindset, man, just been going forward, man?
My mindset is just prepared. I got great parents that make sure that I stay grounded and stay ready to go whenever I get that call.
I love it, man. I love it, man. For those who may not be familiar with your journey, man, how would you describe your story as a player coming out of App State?
Grit, resilience. Coming from App State, they used to preach to us all the time to be grit, to have resilience, to just push through. Have endurance. Fight through it on and off the field. Just make sure your mental capacity is where it needs to be to be a better person, whether it's for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your teammates. So just all around being a better man and person.
Say like what were some of your top, probably say top 3 or 5 favorite moments while playing for App State?
I guess one of my biggest moments that came from App State was that Hail Mary, the Miracle on the Mountain Part 2. That was probably a big moment for me. My first touchdown against UNC, that was a big moment for me. My last one, probably the biggest one in my opinion, was playing my brother. He went to the Citadel and we got to play in 2022 and it was a good battle. So, and most importantly, me being a little brother, I came out on top. So, that's bragging rights around the family during Thanksgiving time.
Let's go, man. Hey, real quick, shout out to your brother, man. That's really cool. Did he play DB, I take it, or a receiver as well?
He played linebacker. Yeah, it's crazy enough. Yeah, he got the broad shoulders, the big frame, and I got whatever was left, but we still make it work.
Wow, that's cool, man. Oftentimes when there's brothers, usually they're kind of like the same size almost, but in this case, he has a thicker frame. It sounds like,
So
man, that's cool, man. Did he get any good hits on you at all, or?
no, I stayed away from him. I made sure to make sure I seen him on the field and got away from him as much as I could. So yeah, it was good. It was good fun though.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of players, they take and they do film, but you got a different kind of film on this young man. So
Decades of film on him.
I feel it, man. That's awesome, man. What would you say people get wrong or maybe even overlook when they hear your name and take and see you on film, man?
Um, what they get wrong? Probably, a lot of times what I hear is oh reliable, which I mean,
Mhm.
for me, it's a good thing. I feel like I can be reliable, whether it's third down or it's first down. I feel like I'm real versatile. The ability to just block if that's what the job needs me to do. Whatever it takes to get the job done and get the win. So I feel like for the most part, everybody got the right idea of who I am.
Man, I love it. And shout out to your agent D. That is a good dude, man. Really, really good people, man. So shout out to him, man. He sends me your highlight reel, and I was like, man, yeah, I want to check him out, man. So I saw it real briefly recently. I think he had a few things on like IG, but I saw like the full length thing. I'm like, this guy's catching like everything, man. Like his, and you get like good separation as well too, man. Like, and what's dope is like you swap out your jersey with Ohio State jersey, or even like a mid college football jersey, like I don't know, USF or something like that. Like you're gonna ball out in any type of situation that you're in. That being said, I want to ask you, man, do you have a favorite offensive playbook or offensive style? You know, as far as like how offense is designed, that you think that you would shine more than others?
No, I think for me, it's just about being able to adjust. So growing up, I was in a military family, and we had to move around a lot. So for me, it was always adapting, adjusting. Making the best of the situation. So, and I use that and try to relate it to football. And for that, I just gotta adjust and adapt wherever I need to be for a team.
Man, I love that. And thank your family for their service, man. What branch was your pops in? Where all did you live?
He was in the army. We lived in Germany, Washington, Georgia. Before I was born, they was in Texas, New York. So they've been a couple places. So some of them I missed out on, but some of them I got to be a part of. So
That's cool. Yeah, that same with me. My dad was in the Navy, so
okay.
a lot of moving around growing up. So I know what that's like. You learn to be adaptable, for sure, man.
Mhm.
Who's some wide receivers in the NFL, man, that you say you take you model your game after, man?
Um, I get Van Jefferson. That was a big comparison I used to get a lot of. I used to study his film. Some of the older guys like the Chris Carters, the Randy Mosses, Jerry Rice, even the guys nowadays like Devontae Adams, Cooper Cup. Just understanding receivers on different aspects. With different abilities. Whether it's a Megatron or somebody smart like a Tyreek Hill, I think I can learn something from all of them.
I love that, man. I love that. And want to ask you, man, what part of your game do you feel is the most pro ready right now, and what teams do you think are going to be surprised by your growth ceiling?
Um, I think all of it. I think I'm prepared just to go to the next level. I think I'll surprise every team just because I didn't get the initial call, but my mindset, like I said, is just to be ready whoever calls me.
Yeah, I love that, man. I love that. That's pretty cool, man. Not being drafted, man, could break players, man. And I've seen that. I think 150 draft interviews underneath my belt, man. So I've seen that where I'm like, first of all, how the heck did him not get drafted, man? But at the same time, I've seen it break people really, really, really bad. Where I've had like phone conversations where I'm concerned with this dude's well being, man. So, man, your mind is right. You're ready. You're staying ready, man, which is very exciting, man, because you never know what can happen, and it's important for people to take like yourself to take and stay ready. I want to take and ask you, man. Not being drafted could break players, man. What's keeping your fire lit right now, man?
Just my support system. Whether it's my agent D, whether it's my mom, my pops, my brothers, my sister, my homeboys, my homegirls. Just the people around me that keep me motivated. When I have free time, I go out to the field with some younger guys, some of my trainers. Just staying around the sport. That's one thing my older brother taught me is just to stay around the sport. To keep your mind at ease is just to stay around the sport. Keep your mindset ready to go. Just be around football as much as you can. So I try to do that every day I can.
Love that, man. Walk me through your weekly routine right now, man. How are you training? How you staying sharp? And then getting better than the next guy ahead of you on the depth chart?
For me, well, it can vary just depending on how my training sessions go. I start in the morning, try to get a lift in, when I'm not when I'm not training for myself, I go to the field with some younger guys in high school. I train them. I think the best way to be able to do your craft is be able to express it. If you can't express what you're doing, do you really know what you're doing? So I try to take my knowledge and just give it to the young guys when I have the opportunity.
Love it, man. If a team brought you in tomorrow, what role could you contribute right away? Special teams, scout team, slot, etc. Like which ways would you be able to contribute?
Whatever way they need me. If that's R1 on kickoff, if that's left center on kickoff return, if that's gunner, anti gunner, whatever they need me at. Even if that's me returning kicks, I can do it for them. So wherever they need me, I'm ready to go.
Love it, man. What does it mean to take and be an underdog, man? And why should a team take a chance on you, man? I know why, but out of your own mouth, man, what would you say why?
Underdog. I mean, to me, it's just the mass majority of people not maybe seeing what it can be for yourself. So I use that and just use that to fuel the fire. teams should just be ready for a hard working person, with a good work ethic, knowledgeable of the game, have a good IQ, not being worried about them outside the field, just having a good morale when it comes to teammates, good energy, just being able to be ready whenever I need it.
Love it, man. One of my last questions here is if a GM is watching this interview right now, what's one thing you want them to hear directly from you?
All glory to God. God's first in everything I do. So, the scripture I take from me is, faith without work is dead. So I'm ready to work. If y'all give me the chance, I believe in myself just like y'all believe in me.
Love that, man. And then last question of the day: what's going to happen when somebody finally takes and gives you a shot?
Always going to be a show. So everybody tune in.
You heard it here first, man. I love it. I love it, man. Hey, Mr. Horn, thank you so much, man, for taking and coming on the show here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the tape does not lie. Again, beginning of the episode, you saw the highlights playing out in the beginning of this episode. This guy has a lot to take and offer as a player, as a person, as a human being, locker morale. He can take and do it all from special teams to lining up wherever. And that's what's really cool about his highlight reel. He's Mr. Reliable. Sometimes Mr. Reliable is just being thought of as, oh, he's a dig route. Okay, we threw a slot screen to him, or quarterback was on the run, and so he changed his route to make himself more free. But there's so much more to his game. So watch the highlight reel, do some more research on him. Hopefully we provided that today to you. Also, if you want to get in touch with him, I'm going to have his agent's information in the description of this video, along with his socials as well, too. So if you want to get in contact with him, you can definitely take and do so. Christian, thank you so much for coming on the show today, man. Before you go, any shout outs, man?
Shout out to the Horn family, the Key family. Shout out to all my homeboys, Miss Jefferson, D, all the people that I worked with throughout my years, being able to push me, whether that's football, basketball, track, soccer, any sport that I played throughout my years, Thank you for all the push, all the prayers, all the love and support, and, we're going to keep it going until the wheels fall off.
Love it. Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, comment below. Let us know how this interview made you feel. I'm a fan of this dude, man. I am rooting for him for sure. So follow his story, get inspired. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching another episode of The Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.